you can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.
Hello, welcome to Relax the Podcast. I'm Colleen Ballinger.
Hi.
Here with my co-host,
Colleen.
Erik Stockland.
The birthday girl.
You're the birthday girl?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Actually, your birthday was one of the best days of my life, I feel.
Really was.
It was
Yesterday
super fun.
Was my birthday. Well, as we're recording this, yesterday is my birthday. My birthday is November 21st. And I was expecting
If you didn't know, now you know.
I was expecting it, which, by the way, every year for my birthday, I do a fundraiser for childhood cancer. I'm doing it again this year.
Mm-hmm.
And
there are big plans for that one.
Well, sort of. I have plans that I'm making up in my head that no one else knows about. So they're probably not going to happen unless I get a move on and start really planning.
Well, I've heard a little bit of it and it's very exciting.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I would not say big plans, but the fundraiser is a big deal. Like, I would love for everyone to donate if you can. Every penny I raise goes straight to kids with cancer.
And their families.
To help them. And their families, to help them fight that awful, awful thing that should never happen to anybody, but especially kids. So that's happening. I'm saying that now. But I was expecting my birthday this year to be super, maybe the worst birthday ever, only because we're in the middle of this big stressful move and life has just been so hectic lately. And I was just like, my birthday's not going to be a thing. And then Erik made it a thing and it was so fun. We had so much fun at my birthday party.
You seemed very happy.
I was, and you did too. It was a blast.
Yes.
It was so fun. And I think maybe one of the most romantic things that has ever happened to me happened at my birthday party.
It did? What's that?
Erik surprised me after they sang happy birthday. He had hired a piano player to play at the party, to play Broadway music and Christmas music mostly for my family to just kind of enjoy and sing along. There's like a microphone and no one was singing. He was just kind of playing music as background music. But then we sang happy birthday and Erik grabbed the mic and was like, come here. And in front of everyone, he sang Being Alive from Company, which is like my favorite Sondheim song. And it's the sweetest, just like, I just love that song so much. And it was the sweetest gift ever because it's going to make me cry. And it made me cry then.
Well, yeah, I cried about a singular verse into it.
Yeah, me too.
And I also there is a lot of lyrics to that song. And I had been emailing with him, hey, I'm going to try and do this thing. We're going to sing happy birthday. He's going to play it on the piano. And then we're going to go straight into Being Alive. And then I looked like, it's really hard for me to memorize songs. For some reason, lyrics are really hard for me, harder than like dialogue or a monologue or something. And while everything was going on with the move, it just didn't stick. And I was nervous. I was like best man wedding speech nervous about it. But like, I was like, I'm going to fight through it and I'm going to do this. And it kind of bombed, but like,
no, it didn't.
I think
it
it's
was
the
so
thought
great.
that counts.
It was
tried.
so great. And so to me, in my head, I was thinking so many things. And I was like, one, I used to sing that song when I was like 15, 16 years old in my room and cry. Because I would think, I'm never going to find anyone. I'm going to be alone forever. No one will ever love me. And I'm going to be alone forever. And I'll never have that feeling of being alive. I just want someone to make me feel alive. Like the song, 16-year-old me. And here I am in my 30s and this man who I love so much, you know how much I love that song. You've listened to me rant about Sondheim over the years and how much I love Sondheim stuff. And you went out of your way to like learn my favorite song and in all the busyness that we've been having to sing that to me. And it meant so much to me. And it was so sweet and so romantic, with like Christmas decorations, my family in the room, and you're singing. It was so sweet, and the song meant something so much different this time than like what
it's interesting how it does
like
that.
Growing up, what it meant to me. Obviously, because now I have you, but like because when I met you, Erik was very much, when I met Erik, he was, I'm never getting married. I don't want kids. Like that was the type of guy that you were. And then when we fell in love, you were like, no, I want to be married and have kids with you. And all that changed. And it's very similar to kind of that character in that musical. Yeah. And so to have you sing that to me, it felt so powerful. It made me so emotional and it felt so romantic and so sweet.
For 6 minutes, because it's like a 6-minute song. It's the other thing.
It was so sweet. And I was like holding Flynn during it.
Yeah.
And like, I just thought that was so sweet that you did that for me. So it was lovely. So that, but then everyone after that, it kind of broke the ice, and then everyone wanted on the mic, and then everyone was singing all night.
Everybody wanted the mic. Yeah.
It was really fun. It was really fun.
It was great. It ended up being really great. And by the end, everyone was tap dancing and kick lining and singing. And
I was watching the vlog footage last night of it. And there's one lyric in the song that I forgot about until I rewatched it. And I was like, oh, that hit so hard. Because there's so many great lyrics in that song. But if you don't know it, go listen to it. It's fabulous. But there's this one lyric in the song. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was like someone to... who always come through as, or sorry, hold on, let me think a second.
I know it's hard. There's a lot of lyrics to that song, and they're all kind of similar because he kind of backtracks to like, then he wants it. He's like, I don't want that. And then he's like, but I want that. So it's like literally the same lyrics, just phrased differently.
But it's somebody, who'll always be there as frightened as you to help us survive.
Yeah.
That lyric last night, oh man, it choked me up. It choked me up again because this is so stupid. But the stuff we've been through, like with the twins and the NICU and the pregnancies, and then even just something silly as this move has been so scary for me.
And everything.
But like currently,
sure.
This move has been really, really scary for me. It's a huge change, and I don't do well with change, and it's a huge adjustment, a new city, a new type of house, everything is new and different. And it's really scaring me. And so to have you say like, I'll always be there as frightened as you, I was like, oh my God.
No. If you're listening to this, maybe pause the podcast and go listen to that song, Being Alive by Stephen
good.
Sondheim, and then come back.
Or just go read the lyrics to it.
And come right back.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'm glad I thought you would like.
I loved it.
That gesture and that moment way more than any bits of jewelry. I don't know.
No, yeah,
or like anything.
It was very sweet.
But yeah, so you have that old piano, the old stand-up piano. It's like as old as this. I mean, be older than this house.
Yeah, it's like over 100 years old at least.
And I was just like, what if I find a pianist? And I did. I found this awesome guy named Steven, and he specialized in kind of show tunes and Christmas.
He's great.
And all the fun stuff. And it was it was really great because then it became like karaoke and just dancing, screaming. Really fun, yeah. There was one point where we were all screaming Grease.
Grease, and then there was another one we were doing Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, and me and you did sing Suddenly Seymour together.
Well, we tried.
How did that go?
That one,
in hindsight,
I was
enjoying
rough.
myself very much. Yeah. So you'll never hear that.
No,
but happy birthday, love. I hope you seemed really happy.
It was very fun. You did too. It was a blast. So we need to talk about who needs to relax today. Can I go first? Because I'm actually having a heart attack.
I'm sure you have something.
I do have something. And it is the tarantula question mark that is
it's gonna be the
on
same
the wall
thing
right now. It's glaring at us. So this house is old that we have moved to. And there's lots of spiders and bugs that love this house.
Can I turn the camera around to the giant spider that's directly behind the camera on the wall?
There is a spider on the wall. Here, I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see what we're looking at here. So, oh my gosh. So there's a spider that we walked into the room where we're going to podcast, and up on the wall, there is this spider.
It's a baby tarantula.
You can't even really see it. My camera's not focusing on it, so you can't even really see it.
Wait,
darn. And it doesn't even look, it looks so tiny too.
It won't focus on that?
It's not focusing on it, and also looks small in my camera lens.
It's a wolf spider, I think.
Small. But in person, guys, it's literally, that's 2 inches long. It looks so small in my camera lens, guys. This is so embarrassing because it sounds like we're being really dramatic. And if you live in Australia, we are being dramatic because the house spiders in Australia, like,
you've always said that about Australia, is that they got really big spiders. Oh my God, you have
no idea. The spiders in Australia, guys, everything in Australia is bigger.
Why? Because it's
a lot of it's better because it's just an awesome place. However, I don't know why, but the house spiders, like what we would consider like a daddy long leg, a house spider.
They're that, yeah. I've seen TikTok about an Australian house spider.
They're very big. They look like tarantulas to me. Anyway, that spider though needs to relax. It is huge and it's on the wall. I don't think I've seen a spider that big in person other than in Australia. I've seen the house spiders in Australia in person. Those were terrifying. And I've seen like tarantulas, but like that is just chilling on the wall there. I know. I see like 10 spiders a day crawling around in this house.
There are very many spiders in this residence. So much, in fact, that it's so funny that you said that, because in my little note folder here on my phone, I have something about you, an interaction I saw with you and a spider that I think was really funny.
Okay.
I don't think I was invading your personal space because you did not close the bathroom door.
Okay.
When you took a shower like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And
we're kind of, I never do.
The mirror kind of reflects towards where I was sitting, and I wasn't like watching you shower. I mean, it sounds great, but it's not what I was doing. What I was watching you do was stand in a shower and constantly with your hands cup water and throw it at a spider.
Wait, I didn't do that.
Yeah, you were going like this, kept going.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and then you started screaming, there's a spider in here.
No, that's not what happened.
Like, I don't think you washed your body or hair.
Wait,
I think you just threw handfuls of water at a spider.
I didn't. Wait.
What were you throwing the water at then?
I don't know, but there was a spider. Okay, so there's 2 shower heads in our shower. Okay. So and they're pretty close together. So there's a shower head that kind of goes sideways, and there's like a waterfall shower head on the top. So that one is the shower head over my head, like the waterfall one was the one I was using. But the other shower head that's maybe a foot from it had a huge spider on it. And it was just crawling around, slipping and sliding on that. And I kept worrying it was going to jump on me or like fall down and touch me. Or I just like, so I like felt like I had to keep my eye on it.
Anything could happen at that point. Yeah.
But I did not.
You're very vulnerable.
I did not
naked and wet.
Get cups of water and throw it up because I didn't want it to fall. I didn't want it to fall.
You.
But I didn't.
I thought you were trying to get it to go down the drain. So like literally over and over again, like for 20 minutes, you were just going.
Maybe I was doing that to something else in the shower. Like maybe there's hair? Hair or something. I did not.
I thought it was because you were screaming about a spider and then you were doing it for 20 minutes.
The spider was above me. What was I throwing the water in the
so
sky?
Funny. It was like this little slice of life, like where I could see you and you didn't know that I could see you. And it was so funny to me that I wrote it down. This was at like 3 a.m. after we've been unpacking boxes or trying to unpack boxes.
Was not, I wasn't throwing the water at the spider. It must have been at like a hair on the wall or something that I wanted to go down the drain, but I don't even remember that.
It was really funny to watch from my perspective.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so is that who needs to relax? Is me?
It just reminded me that, and I wrote that down. I think what needs to relax for me this week, is that where we're going with that?
Yeah, I didn't mind. It's that spider.
You want us to keep talking about that spider?
No,
it's still there.
I know. I can't believe you haven't gotten rid of it yet.
We'll let you know if it moves.
Yeah, you'll hear me
it's
scream.
Very stoic. I'm not complaining about moving. I'm very grateful for the to be in this home with you and our children. But a lot of things are boxed up, and I can't find anything. So for me right now, it's just at the top of my head. Like what needs to relax is like I can't find any of my stuff. When I say stuff, I mean like I looked for 40 minutes digging through 9 different boxes labeled like bathroom stuff, and I couldn't find shampoo.
Oh yeah, this was like all night, our first night here.
Or body wash, anything.
We went through every bathroom box.
Every box. I mean, and it was all just makeup, lots of makeup. You held on to a lot of makeup and nail polish remover, and I don't know why they like we packed like empty bottles of Drano and stuff. But so much. I mean, I ended up going downstairs to a downstairs bathroom, getting hand soap, and taking a shower with just hand soap. I didn't put it in my hair, but that's how I washed myself. Right. And then there was another time where I couldn't find hand soap. I think because I had taken it up to shower with, and it was. My hands were so dirty from like whatever I was doing that I considered washing my hands with toothpaste.
What are you saying?
It was a thought that I had, but I thought was so crazy that I wrote it down. It is crazy. So I was like, well, what can I wash my hands with? And I was like, would toothpaste work? Because I saw toothpaste.
You can't do that.
But I didn't do that.
That's good.
But I can't find lots of things.
Yeah, that's been a big problem, is like everything's still boxed up. It's weird. We've been here a week. We've been unpacking for a week. I think so. We've been on almost a week.
Almost a week.
We've been unpacking for a week, and I feel like nothing's been unpacked. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we've been unpacking for a week, but like nothing's been unpacked. Yeah, it's very strange. But it is what it is.
It is. It's fun. It's a fun adventure. It's just I think every box is labeled. And it's kind of a choose your own adventure. Like it's not going to be in there, whatever you're looking for.
No,
the labels don't mean anything.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah. That's the problem that we've found. So I felt crazy that first night when we were we went through every box that was labeled bathroom in the house. So we had, I think 5 bathrooms at the old house, and I went through every single box that said bathroom on it. And none of them had shampoo and conditioner and like my razors, nothing. And I was like, where is our stuff? Luckily, I found like a little tiny travel kit that I used to take on tour. That had some shampoo and conditioner.
Yes, I've been using. That's what I've been using.
I don't know if it's expired.
Is your the same travel shampoo?
I don't know where that came from, how long I've had that, but that's what we've been using, these 2 tiny little bottles. But I finally was going through my office boxes, like organizing all the stuff that was in my office. And there was a box labeled office, like Miranda office. And in it was all our shampoo and conditioner.
You're kidding.
I was like, why?
Is it still there?
Deep. No, it's upstairs in our bathroom now. It's in our bathroom now, but it's still in a box. Yeah. So it's been a debacle, but here we are. Should we say thanks to our first sponsor?
Yeah, we should. But then just so you know, I haven't told you this.
What?
I have a game for you.
Oh gosh. I'm really
excited about this game.
Oh gosh. I'm nervous, excited, and happy.
So we'll get to that
about this game
after we thank.
Okay.
ZocDoc.
ZocDoc. Oh yes. I'm excited. Let's talk about ZocDoc. Hey guys, Battleship is a really fun board game that a lot of us played as kids. Did you play Battleship?
I sunk your Battleship.
I loved Battleship.
I think you would. You love those kinds of brain teaser
love that.
Games.
As an adult, Calendar Battleship is the frustrating game you play with your doctor, trying to find when you're both free for an appointment, like in 3 months. You know, it always takes
impossible.
Like
and then once 3 months goes by,
then you forget about it, you miss it, and you have to pay for it.
Yeah, or something comes up, you know?
It's horrible. With ZocDoc, booking an appointment with a doctor that suits your needs, fits your schedule, is in your network and in your neighborhood. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy, guys. It's pretty great. We've used ZocDoc. Eric used it to book a physical once, and it was so easy. I was so jealous because it was immediate.
It was literally within 2 days that I had an appointment with a great doctor for that was in my network. And you know what? I need to do it again. I actually need to use ZocDoc again.
Good.
And I'm going to use our code.
I love that.
Because I need to get my vision checked.
Your vision?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here, let me explain to the peoples how to use it. ZocDoc is a free app that shows you doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them. On ZocDoc, you can find every specialist under the sun, whether you're trying to straighten your teeth, fix an achy back, get that mole checked out, or anything else like your eyes, maybe, love bug. ZocDoc has you covered. ZocDoc's mobile app is as easy as ordering a ride to a restaurant or getting delivery to your house. You search, find, and book doctors with a few taps. Find and review real local doctors, read verified patient reviews from real people who made real appointments. Now, when you walk into that doctor's office, you're all set to see someone in your network who gets you. Go to ZocDoc.com, find the doctor that is right for you, and book an appointment in person or remotely that works for your schedule. Every month, millions of people use ZocDoc, and we are 2 of those people. It's our go-to now whenever we need to find and book a quality doctor. So go to ZocDoc.com/relax and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then start your search for a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/relax. ZocDoc.com/relax.
So if I want to get my vision checked, I go to ZocDoc.com/relax.
Yeah.
Got it.
You got a game, Lovey?
I got a game.
What's this game?
Lovey? What's
this game?
I sure do have a game, Lovey. Let me pull it up on my cellular device. I'm very tired.
I understand.
For your birthday, the number one thing you wanted to do was have it be Christmas themed. You wanted family, you wanted cookies, you wanted Christmas.
Well, I didn't want a themed birthday. First of all, don't make it sound like I was like, excuse me, I want this. I did not.
Didn't even want a birthday. You were like, don't get me anything. I don't care about my birthday this year. My age is ugly.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't want it. I just didn't want it.
You didn't want it at all. But I knew I had to do something for you.
Yes.
In any case, it became, in my mind,
So then when he was asking, he's like, what do you want? I said, I just want to decorate for Christmas. I just want to, and it wasn't for my birthday, just in general, I wanted to decorate for Christmas.
Yeah, because you said this is the latest you've ever in your life decorated for Christmas.
Yes.
November 20th, we started. Yeah. So that's the latest, which to me, I always waited till at least December 1st after Thanksgiving, if at all.
Whoa,
so you're so into it, right? You're so into Christmas. We wore Christmas sweaters last night for your birthday. We listened to Christmas music. We sang Christmas music. So I want to give you a Christmas quiz.
Okay.
Because you claim to be Christmas queen and know all this stuff about it. I love Christmas
said I know
so
all about
much.
Christmas. I just said I like
So
Christmas.
now I'm going to quiz you about Christmas to see
I'm not going to know any of this.
how much you actually love Christmas.
Okay, I love Christmas because I like sparkly things and I like the music and like hot cocoa and like family and singing and like lights. And I just love that everyone gets all like, everyone's festive, like everyone gets into it. Like,
I understand.
It's not that I like understand the history of Christmas and
no,
facts
you claim
about.
to be a Christmas historian.
Okay, I'm not gonna know anything, but let's hear it.
I feel like this will be silly and fun for me.
Let's hear it.
Can you name all of Santa's reindeer?
Yeah. You know, Dancer and Prancer and Donner and Blitzen, Comet and Cupid and something and shoot. You know, Dancer and Prancer and Donner and Blitzen.
No. Not
Dancer, Prancer. Yeah, these are the names of his reindeer.
There's some of the names.
Dancer, Prancer,
Mhm.
Donner, Blitzen.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope.
Rudolph.
I mean, I guess. It's classic.
Dancer and Prancer and Blitzen. Comet and
There you go.
Cupid?
Yes. Weird, right?
Comet and Cupid.
When you read these, you're like,
Is
what?
Donner isn't one of them?
No. Dunder.
I've always thought it was Donner.
Yeah, and
Dunder and
Blitzen is not Blitzen. It's Blixum.
Blixum.
Blixem.
Oh, I always said those wrong.
And Dunder. So I'm reading this. I'm going, Cupid. Cupid's one of
Yeah,
these?
Cupid. I only know because that
Dunder.
song.
Like Dunder
But do you
Mifflin.
recall the most famous reindeer of all? And then it's Rudolph.
Yeah, so Dunder and Blixum with an M
I always thought it was Blixen.
come from the New York Dutch, and it means thunder and lightning.
That's cool.
That
and I
is
thought it was
cool.
Donner.
It's not. Dunder.
So
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen.
Oh, Prancer I missed.
Yeah, Comet.
Vixen?
Vixen.
That's so
I know.
sexy.
So that's the sexiest of the reindeer
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure. She's a hot one.
She's a hottie.
Vixen. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the next question?
How many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol?
ghosts?
Ghosts.
Like Halloween
How
spooky?
Ebenezer Scrooge is visited by how many ghosts?
Oh.
In
I
A
thought you just
Christmas
meant
Carol.
like in a Christmas carol, like in a Christmas song, how many ghosts appear? I
Nope,
was like,
in the
what?
classic Christmas tale, A Christmas Carol.
I thought it was 3.
It is 4.
Okay. I haven't seen that in a very long time.
Where was baby Jesus born?
Bethlehem.
A Miracle on 34th Street is based on a real life department store.
Macy's.
Correct. What are the 2 most popular names for Santa Claus?
Santa Claus. Is it not
Besides Santa Claus?
that? Kris Kringle.
Yes.
And I think it was originally like Kinderklaus or something like that.
Probably. Saint Nick.
Saint Nick,
I
yeah.
didn't think you were going to get it, so I just jumped in there. What do people traditionally put on top of a Christmas tree?
Star.
No.
Angel.
An angel.
Yeah.
In Home Alone,
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen that in a really long time.
where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
I wasn't allowed to watch this movie as a kid because he was naughty.
Uh-huh.
And then I think I've only seen it in pieces when it's been on like public television.
Okay.
So I actually don't know because I don't think I've seen that part.
But their family is going on vacation for Christmas to Paris?
Oh, I don't remember that.
They're going on a Christmas
I feel like
Paris
everyone
vacation
listening would know that
as
except
a
for me.
family with like 9 children. I don't buy that movie. I mean, those guys, the Wet Bandits would have died 100 times with all the stuff he did to them. But the fact that that family is vacationing in Paris with 9 children for Christmas,
Yeah, not a chance.
That's where the suspension of disbelief
Yeah,
is
that's
lost for me. Which popular Christmas beverage is also called milk punch?
Eggnog?
You're correct.
Some of these aren't really easy, but some, I don't know. I feel like they're all, I bet most people listening know all the answers. Okay, what's next? Let's hear
What words follow Silent Night in the song?
Wait,
really
that's
easy.
it?
Yeah.
Silent night, holy
I
night.
guess, yeah, that was a really easy question.
Round young virgin, mother and child.
Sorry, apologies. Why is
No,
that
you're
not
fine,
working?
you're fine.
In the classic Christmas movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Grinch was described with 3 words. What are they?
In the song?
The Grinch Stole Christmas. Is there songs?
Oh, like in the book?
Yeah.
In like
He's described with 3 words. They all start with S.
Oh, my brother would know this. They all start with S. Don't tell me, please. Gosh, I can only think of the song right now, which I know every single word to. Slithering, House of
Whoa, Harry Potter ref.
I have no idea.
Stink, stank, stunk.
Oh, come on. I knew that one.
Did you know that?
Stink, stank, stunk, badunk. It's in the song. Really? There's 3 words yeah, it's in the song. I should have known that. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I knew that one.
Which real life person is Santa Claus based on?
Kinderklaas. Saint Kinderklaas.
It says the Christian Bishop Saint Nicholas.
Saint Nicholas, dang it. I know about that. I know, like, I have vague memories of that. It was like someone who like put chocolates in like socks or something, or in the shoes.
Yeah, there's some story. Yeah.
I think it was
I don't
it German?
have that here. I think so.
I can't remember. It makes sense it was German. German people, German person I've met is always the sweetest.
Yes, but also like infamous for like their kind of folklore-y children's tales. Like they're really good and kind of spooky. What is Ralphie's little brother's name in the movie A Christmas Story?
I don't know.
Randy.
Yeah, sorry guys. I don't watch movies. If it's questions about Christmas movies, I'm not going to know the answers.
Which Christmas song contains the lyric, "Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way"?
That's Rockin' Around Christmas Tree.
You're correct. This thing that I found says, what are you supposed to do when you find yourself under a mistletoe?
Kiss.
Did we have a mistletoe last night?
We have mistletoes that I made paints. I did the kids' footprints, mistletoes. Isn't that cute?
That was cute. I saw the Color Me Mine plates that had their little painted feet's print.
I should do it again and cut them out and hang them up. So it's like literally our kids' toes. Is that weird to kiss underneath our kids'
absolutely
toes?
Absolutely very strange. Yeah, I don't do that. What is the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time? Like which Christmas movie grossed the most?
I'm going to guess. So don't tell me when I guess wrong, because I'm going to guess
dollars.
Wrong. But don't tell me which. Let me guess 3 times, okay?
Okay.
Which Christmas movie? Elf. It's going to be my first guess.
No, I thought I wasn't supposed to say anything.
No, say yes or no.
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to guess.
It should be in this house. It is, because I know I keep renting it every year, and I should just buy it because
I feel like everyone loves Elf. But anyway, okay. Elf is my first guess. My next guess is Miracle on 34th Street.
No.
Is it A Christmas Story?
No.
What is it?
Home Alone.
Really?
Home Alone is the highest grossing Christmas film of all time.
Wow.
What's the name of the main villain in The Night Before Christmas?
Then, like that Halloween movie?
The Disney Halloween Tim Burton movie, yes.
I've never seen that.
What?
I wasn't allowed to see that.
But you've been on to the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland or Disney World, and then they transform it into like during Christmas time.
Yeah, I love that. It's a magical amazingness.
I've been in that with you. You've never seen the movie?
No, I've never seen it. I wasn't allowed to see it.
Never seen A Nightmare Before Christmas?
No.
Why?
I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was a kid because it was like Halloween stuff that I wasn't allowed to celebrate.
It's a bit intense.
Yeah, I never saw it.
I tried to show it to Flynn, like a little piece of it, and he was like, "This
not
is
interested." Yeah,
a little bit too much.
I know the song like "Time for Halloween." Time for
no thanks.
That's a Christmas movie. I thought it was a Halloween movie.
What?
Huh. Okay.
It's called The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, but it's like all about Halloween.
No.
Isn't that song "Time for Halloween"? Time for Halloween.
Am I crazy?
Goblins bang that scream.
But there's some. Doesn't he like kidnap Santa or something?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie is the name. According to the song, what did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas?
Give me a second. I'll get there.
Okay. I'm sure it's public domain. I think you're allowed.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to sing the whole thing.
Really? No, just give me on the 8th day of Christmas.
I know. I'm thinking.
I think I have to time this one. I think you only have 10 seconds to answer.
No. You do it. Just let me sing it.
Because then you're gonna go through the whole.
12. So, 9 ladies dancing, 8 lords a leaping.
What?
9 ladies dancing, 8, 7 lords, 8. No, it's 5 golden rings.
5 golden rings.
9.
4 turtle doves.
Hold on. 10.
Am I messing you up?
Yes, because you're singing other lyrics. 9 ladies dancing. Is it not 9 ladies dancing?
It's not.
And it's not 8 lords a leaping?
It is something about, I think there are maids.
Oh, maids a milking.
8 maids a milking.
Darn it. I should have known that one.
Like cows?
Yes.
Like a milkmaid? Is that where milkmaid comes from? Would maids do that? Milk the cows?
I don't know.
Is that what a milkmaid is?
I don't know.
8 maids. 8 of them.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of milk.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of nog.
I guess so.
Milk punch.
I guess so. What else, Lovey?
Whose eyes are aglow in the Christmas song?
I guess children's. What? Eyes aglow. Tiny tots with their eyes
Tots,
aglow.
love. How do you know that? So you are the Christmas queen.
Is anyone listening still?
Which fairy tale was the first gingerbread house inspired by?
Oh, interesting. Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of German stuff going on.
German. Most of fairy tales come from like German.
I was going to say, which was the first country to start the tradition of putting up Christmas trees in their houses?
Was it?
But I felt like it'd be obvious because
what?
Germany
took trees and put them in their homes.
They did, yes.
Geniuses. I like those German people when it comes to Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
They're smart. They're the reason I'm so happy in the wintertime. They came up with all this genius stuff with Christmas trees in your house.
Sure.
And Santa Claus.
I guess.
I'm thinking we didn't confirm if Santa Claus was from that or not. But gingerbread houses are, apparently.
Yeah, I still can't get over Cupid.
Do you have any other questions?
Dunder? No, I'm out of Christmas questions.
I was enjoying this.
This actually started because I read the other night. Flynn wanted his book before bed. He wanted to read The Night Before Christmas, and in The Night Before Christmas, they go through the reindeer names, and I was like, Dunder,
right?
Blixen,
yeah.
Who are these?
I'm an idiot. I thought it was Donner.
It's like, well, yeah. What do we do when we all sing that song together? Are we just going like
I'm singing Donner and Blixen? I'm just singing the wrong names.
Blitzen.
I don't know what I thought it was, but now I'm very confused.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't have a Christmas game for you, but like I do have stuff I want to talk about that we started talking about last week, but we didn't go into it any further.
Okay.
Can we? Because guys,
sure, why not?
I can't believe it was last week. It feels like we haven't recorded a podcast episode in 6 months. It feels like it's been so long because it's just been such a long week. But guys, I started talking about this last week. It's so dumb, but like the order in which are you raising your hand?
I was just holding the microphone for so long with that hand that like this arm
just put his
cramped
arm
up.
in the air. We were talking about like morning routine, like what you do first, like how the order of things.
Oh, that was super fun. Yeah.
That was very interesting to me. But as I'm looking at my notes about this, I'm seeing something that I wrote down that I wanted to talk about this week that I forgot about. So I'm going to talk about this quick thing something you do. Because you always go, I want to talk about something you do. Okay. So I'm going to talk about something that you do.
What do I do?
And then we're going to get into like, what do you do with your morning routine? And like, what leg of your pants do you put in first? You know, that kind of stuff that we were talking about last week.
That was
so anyway,
fun.
Erik does this thing. And it is so funny to me. He thinks that he needs to turn down the music in the car in order to pay attention.
Sometimes.
Like, no, every time.
Well,
so
yes.
If Flynn's watching a show in the back seat and the sound is on, if Eric's like, oh, I need to turn down this street, and he's like, oh, he needs to concentrate on a second, I'm like looking both ways or something, he will turn the music off.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is like a universal thing, if everyone does it. I don't do this. It always drives me kind of bonkers because I'll be like singing to a song.
Somebody else must.
And all of a sudden Erik will turn the music off. And I'm like, does that make you think better?
Yes. It's like all this sensory, there's so much happening. Driving a car, there's a lot. You don't even do it. You like almost,
I don't like driving.
But I
never need to turn the music off because to me, turning the music off
you're not driving.
Is more distracting because then it's like silence is the worst sound in the world.
No. Well,
and then Flynn's going to be like, hey, who turned off the sound?
Well, yeah,
and like,
music or whatever. Like, yeah, I like to drive with music. Sure. But when I don't know where I'm going, when there's something happening, you know what I mean? When there's like logistics that need to be determined and worked out, then I need it to be turned down, you know? Getting out of a
even just
tricky
talking
situation,
to me,
a tricky
it's just
spot.
Like while we're driving, he turns down the music and I turn it up like 50 times in a 5-minute ride.
For some reason, it drives you.
It drives me crazy because
nuts.
I hate driving in silence. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. And I feel like you would drive in silence for hours. Like if I was not in the car with you.
Sometimes I catch myself.
That is crazy to me.
And I'm like,
cannot.
I've just been driving in silence.
That's the first thing I do when I get in a car is I have to put on something.
Well, when I'm especially in traffic, like I listen to podcasts. Mm-hmm. Like, so that's generally what I do. But like when I'm with you guys, with my family,
it's
it's
Bluey
it's music or like the minivan we have came with its own like
little TV
comatose
screens.
inducing to children TVs, and sometimes put something on. So and we're forced to listen to it,
Right.
you know, and with that noise, like I have to turn it down to like, wait, where am I going? Which way? And also you did this thing. So I'm always driving because you don't drive and you navigate and you don't know
Left from right.
your left from right.
Yeah, I know.
So it's wild that you don't.
But here's the thing. I do.
You don't.
I do, but
So
like
you say turn right and I'll start turning right. You're like, no, left, right. What? Like you just
I have to think about it.
It's every time. It's every turn.
I think it's because I think every way is right. So I always say go right. And then I'm just like, yeah, go right. And then I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
you're supposed to go right. I mean left. And you're like, I did turn right. And I'm like, oh, I meant
So
left.
imagine
Why didn't
that
you go left?
happening, and I'm all the way now in a right turning lane, but you actually wanted me to go left, so now I have to go across 2 straight lanes of traffic and get into a left turning lane, and Bluey's like blasting in the car. You know what I mean? Like I got to turn it down.
I feel like we could
to
do
get
it-
over to the left lane.
I
This
feel
is
like-
when that happens. It doesn't happen all the time.
It does. But we could do an entire episode talking about each other's driving habits. I could write a novel about.
What are your habits that you don't do it and you're not that great at it?
No, but I could write a book about your different little driving habits.
You hate the way. I'm sorry, I have to press gas
Okay,
and
this is
brake.
a big
You're like,
deal.
can you drive without pressing gas or
okay.
brake?
This is something
Like, can you-
I remember in driving lessons. I was 15 years old and I remember learning this, if you're pushing your foot all the way down on the accelerator and
It speeds up.
it speeds up. But did you know that you can go halfway, Lovey? And then you're going
did,
the speed you
and
want.
I do.
You can put your foot on the accelerator the right amount at which the speed you need to go. See, Erik, and I've noticed this with a lot of guys. I've never met a girl who drives like this. Every car I've been in with a guy, like my dad, you, like anybody, name a man.
Well, let me bring up, because I hope you're listening, Dad. The way that my father, who taught me to drive,
Your dad.
my dad,
Oh man.
the way he drives.
Oh man.
I hope he's listening to this. He's like, he will stop at the last
second.
possible second.
Yeah.
And he's a really good driver. Like can't remember ever being in an accident with him ever. You know, but like he gasses it, and then you're coming up to a stop sign. He stops at the last possible second behind someone. It's terrifying.
I pray a lot when I'm in a car if your dad is driving. I pray a lot. Okay, so what happens is Erik is constantly pushing down the accelerator and lifting his foot completely off of it. If to slow down, and I'm not talking about
not
like
true.
to stop. I'm not talking
literally
about
doesn't happen.
Oh my God. I'm not talking about like, oh, here comes a red light. I need to take my foot off the accelerator and push on the brake. No, I'm talking about you're on the freeway and you see that like there's cars in front of you that are going a little bit slower. You go from full throttle to like completely off to full throttle to completely off. So
doesn't
the
happen.
whole time in the car, I'm like going back and forth like this. It makes me so nauseous. It makes me crazy because you can just put your foot at the speed you need to go. You don't have to do that and go fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. You can just go the speed you're supposed to go.
Whoever, if anyone is listening to this, I'm a really good driver.
He is a good driver.
And I am
a very good driver.
a cautious driver.
You are.
Because I don't trust other people.
Right.
Especially when I have my kids in the car or the love of my life. And I whatever you're saying, like I'm now so aware of it that I'm like when I like my foot, this is my foot on the pedals, like looking at, yeah. And you still like are like, oh, I'm car sick. Oh, I'm so car sick. Can you please? I'm like,
I say it nice. I do say it nice.
I know. Sometimes, yes. Not every time. But like, I think that comparatively, I'm really good. And
I
also,
agree with that. I think you're a really good driver.
If you don't like this, you're welcome to drive.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
You're welcome to it.
Or you could just drive. It seems like more work to go like fast, slow, fast, slow. Like that's your foot's doing a lot more work than just like putting your foot on the pedal the speed you're supposed to go. And if you're supposed to slow down and look at if you're watching, you'll see my hand. Okay. So your foot's on the accelerator. If you have to slow down a little bit, like you just lift a little bit. If you have to go faster, you just push a little bit as opposed to like push all the way down, lift off, push all the way down, lift off.
You know, I'm a work in progress, Lovey, and I will work on that, and I will continue to strive to operate a vehicle with you in it, to whereas you just think you're just moving on cake. Just so smooth. I don't know.
Is that a phrase? Moving on cake?
Moving on cake, baby.
Moving on cake.
New merch coming out.
We do have new merch, but it's not that. Okay, so anyway, I love, you are a very good driver. He's a very safe, good driver. I never feel in danger when you're driving. That's for sure. I feel like I might throw up, but I don't feel like I'm ever in danger. You're a very safe, wonderful driver.
We've had to pull over for you to throw up, but I think came out the other way.
Anyway. Okay. So, we have had to pull over a lot of times when I was pregnant, especially just for me to get out of the car and get some fresh air.
Yeah.
That's happened lots. Anyway.
It's funny. We always get fresh air at like a McDonald's. That's interesting. Or like an In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I guess that's the freshest air you could get.
Okay, so the things, we're running out of time, but what we were talking about last week is like, we talked about what leg you put of your pant legs, which foot goes in which pant leg first. If it was shoes and socks, which you put on first.
This episode, I can't figure out how to sit. It's very strange.
That's okay. Socks and shoes we talked about. We talked about like in the shower, your routine. I saw someone bring up on a podcast, like snippet I saw on my For You page on TikTok the other day, peanut butter and jelly. Do you put one on before the other?
Of course, yeah.
Always the same?
Always peanut butter first.
Oh my God.
It's way easier to get off the knife. So you put on peanut butter first, and then on the lid of the peanut butter, you scrape off the remainders of peanut butter, and then you go in the jelly. If you go jelly first, you're getting... there's no way you're getting jelly in the peanut butter.
That's true.
A little bit of peanut butter, maybe, like, you know what I mean? But you can, it's easier to get it off the knife than jelly. So peanut butter first, always. Yes.
I think it was actually Hailey Bieber randomly that was talking about this now that I'm remembering. And she said the same thing. She's like, peanut butter first. They were all like, yeah, peanut butter first. Obviously no one would ever do jelly first, peanut butter first. And I was like, I don't think I have one I do first.
Really?
I think I just got to do whatever. And
You're
either
a
one.
psychopath.
No, because I always make peanut butter and jelly on a paper towel. And I use the paper towel to wipe the knife clean before I put on the next side.
You have your own system then.
But now I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's going to think I'm crazy because I don't know.
Evolved and wasteful.
Yeah, but I don't think but I use a paper towel instead of like
a plate.
So I use the same paper towel.
Like
and then I use it to wipe up my mess.
Yeah.
So it's like all in one,
Yeah.
So knife wiper, plate, counter cleaner upper. It's all in one.
Got it.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's smart.
But yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone has a way and I don't have a way of peanut butter and jelly.
It sounds like you have a way that you just explained thoroughly.
Do you do more peanut butter or more jelly?
More peanut butter. What do I? Of course, more peanut butter. Yeah.
I do equal ratios.
It's really hard to get an equal ratio on those two things.
I feel like I do a pretty good job of equal ratio.
I think jelly is the hardest food to ration because it
depends if it's the clumpy kind.
And
it depends on the kind.
If it's the classic jelly, like the kind you get in like the little plastic thing at like an IHOP, let's say, or diner.
That's classic jelly to you.
I know, the little squares. Then, there's something about that.
I was thinking like your grandma's homemade in a mason jar, and you're like,
really?
The little plastic thing you get at the IHOP is what you do.
Over here.
My grandma loved making.
I never had a grandma that made jelly. I don't think.
I mean, she didn't make it for me, but like her whole family, they would have like these little
jellies that they make.
Yeah, in Kansas, they had like these little. What are they called?
Jelly jars.
Well, mason jars full of all different type of preserves in there. Like, what do they call it? It's like a wine cellar, but not wine. It's like jars of food. What's it called?
Pantry? No. A preservative?
No, it's like underground. Like it's like a
basement?
No, it's like a little place that like you keep all your preserves. What's it called?
A preserve basement?
Yeah, it's like a It's like
cellar?
a cellar. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. I think this might just be cellar. I don't know, but that's where my great aunt, she would always keep all her preserves in there.
She sounds
jarred
like a doomsday prepper, love.
No, she just was like very good with like money and like saving and her little farm stuff. They're all like farm girls, like all my grandma and all her sisters and everyone. They're all farm girls.
It makes sense then. You would jelly and preserve and make
bread
and brined. What is
brines
it?
And
pickle things.
Yeah.
It's weird that the most common sandwich, peanut butter and jelly.
You say sandwich.
I do.
That's something about you.
Sandwich. Mm-hmm. I don't say sandwich.
Yeah, you don't say how it's spelled. That's
no. The D is silent. Is it not?
I say sandwich. Yeah, I don't use the D, but I don't say Sam with an M.
Sandwich.
Yeah, you say sandwich. Anyway,
peanut butter and jelly can be really tricky to spread on, especially the breads that you would have, because you're not going to have peanut butter and jelly on a hoagie.
No. What?
What did you call submarine like sandwiches where you grew up?
Subway. Literally?
No, you know how they're
I
called
did not grow
different
up on the
things?
East Coast. Okay, listen. East
we
Coast has
called
great
them-
delis. East Coast has fabulous. You guys have great
Yeah,
delis.
yeah.
You have fabulous sandwiches, great delis. I did not grow up around any great delis, and every sandwich, if it was on a roll, like on an Italian roll,
You'd call it Subways?
because I only
For
ever
real?
ate Subway sandwiches, so I just called them all Subway sandwiches.
Can I get it onto Subways, please? You would say
No,
that?
I'd say I'd like on a roll. I'd say
Right.
a roll.
So on the East Coast, there's like, it's regional. What you would say sub sandwich, or you would say hoagie, or you would say grinder.
Like the gay app? Oh my gosh.
Have you ever heard this?
I've never heard of Grindr, no.
Yeah.
I've heard of the app, but I
Right.
haven't heard
That's
of
what we would
it
call
as bread.
like sub sandwiches. Yeah.
Sandwiches.
God. Is it really that bad?
Well, you just say sandwiches.
You explained how I talked to me the other day. You were like, you speak where you don't use vowels or what did you say?
You enunciate your consonants, but you don't use vowels.
I have to use vowels.
Have. There was no A when you just said have. You said the H and the V. I have to use.
Really?
Yes.
So if you were going to do an impression of me speaking,
That's what I would think
that
about.
would be like your touchstone.
Your touch.
Okay.
See, like you
Can
do the
you do an
TCH.
impression of me?
I don't think I could. You're a very hard one. But
I see my mother-in-law peeking at me through a window.
Come on in, Gwen. We're almost done with the podcast. We're almost done. We're just wrapping up. We're doing the podcast. Are you needing us?
Oh, Chris is done in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
We'll be. Oh yeah, we'll be right in just a minute.
You're
No,
good?
you're good. Gwen, the fabulous, wonderful, magical woman, Queen
of the
Gwen,
Nile.
watching the kids.
So
while
we can talk about
our hoagie breads and grinder.
Grinder.
Yeah. Do you have a grinder?
No. Like sandwich?
Well, you kind of said that like you were lying. You know what?
I've actually never been on a dating app.
I know that. I have a
I've
grinder.
never had a profile or been on a dating app.
Grinder's
ever.
the only one I've ever been on.
Unless you count MySpace.
Do you?
Nope.
Yeah,
You
no.
would have been in my top 10.
It's top 8, first of all. I've never been on a dating app, but I do have a Grinder profile
Ah, what?
because I did a Miranda video.
Okay.
So yeah, that exists somewhere in the world.
I missed that. I missed the whole thing. And sometimes that makes me sad.
That you missed out on dating apps? Next week, guys, we're making dating apps for Eric.
What?
That's what we're doing now.
Okay.
You said you
I didn't
said
know
you just said you missed it.
I didn't know our marriage was
should
so
have. You know what I was thinking
open.
today? It's not open. I saw a TikTok today. This girl was like, oh, this is how I found out my guy was cheating on me or something. And then all the comments were like, oh, this is how I found out about mine or blah, blah. And I was thinking about how like that is such a big part of relationships often is like the fear of like, oh, is my person cheating on me? Or is my person going to leave me? Or like, are they with someone else? Are they talking to someone else? I have never once ever even had a fragment of a thought like that about you. And
Good.
I
Great.
love that about us, that like, I'm like so secure in our relationship that I like know that you would never do that to
Part
me.
of me thinks like this is a very nice and sweet compliment or something.
It is.
About our relationship. But also part of me like is reminded of like those TikToks. I'm speaking your
ones?
language now, where it's like I think it's filmed by the perspective of like usually the female in the relationship to like her husband or whatever, and he's like playing video games with a headset on. She's like, sometimes I think he cheated me, and then it's like the video of that, and it's like no, that kind of a thing. Have you seen these?
Yeah,
I feel like that was a trend. So is that what you're doing here? It's just you think that I couldn't?
No, I'm not thinking that. I think we learned last week reading your yearbooks, Lovey, that you were a hot commodity.
Yeah, I had to go. I got a lot of
You're a
numbers.
total
in that yearbook.
catch. You're a total catch. No,
You're the
it's not that I
catch.
don't think that. You literally told me like a couple weeks ago that you went to a coffee shop or something and someone hit on you.
No,
Yes, you did tell me that.
I don't think so.
You said that you went in and someone was like hitting on you,
Oh, that
talking about your
wasn't 2 weeks
tattoos.
ago.
Well, I
It
don't
was
know when it was. But no, I know that you're a big catch, but I'm saying like, I know that you wouldn't do that to me.
You're the hotter one in the relationship. And you're
We've always said that like once we like fell in love, it was like a switch turned off in our brains. It was like no one else exists anymore.
Because it's not even a thing.
It's not a thing. It's not even a thought.
I've been lobotomized by you for love.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say.
Yeah.
I love you. Okay. Well, we're going to go save my mother from our children. But thanks for listening, everybody.
Someone
we'll see
hold
you
me
next week. Love ya.
too tight.
Bye.
Someone to sit in your chair.
You can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones. So you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.